Happy happenings in the music world.
The classical radio station WDAV 89.9 in Charlotte became the first ever radio station in the history of the United States to rank first in a radio market. This was in January, and it's awesome. Congrats to everyone who works there, to everyone in Charlotte for listening, and hopefully this isn't just a one-time thing to celebrate, but a trend going forward. Speaking of trends, from 2020 to 2021, CD sales and vinyl sales both went up. And CD sales rose for the first time since 2004 because of the internet. And this is rising over 2020, so we can only read in it so much, but it still is good news. There was 22%, and now revenues are around $584 million. Vinyl sales, though, went up 61% in 1 year, and now they have revenues of like $1 billion. So keep that in mind when you decide how you want to release your new album, which, by the way, congratulations. I'm proud of you, and I want to hear it. Also, keep in mind, though, that demand for vinyl has far outpaced production capacity, and now could be anywhere from 10 to 12 months to actually get that record pressed. And then keep in mind that that means there's opportunity right now for boutique vendors to get involved, for someone to start like a smaller pressing shop, and for entrepreneurs to come up with new, faster, better sounding, more environmentally friendly ways to print vinyl. And that person could be you. The Australian state of Victoria is stepping up in a big way to help their whole art sector, but they have 3 initiatives focused on musicians. Their Music Works Fund is funding 77 different projects, which is close to 7,000 industry workers, $1.7 million. And I love that musicians are just going to get the money and immediately give it to other musician friends and recording artists and producers and just share it with the community. They also have an $8 million On the Road Again initiative, which will fund concerts, pop-up shows, and busking. And then they have a $9 million fund that is for venue support. So something like 160 venues are getting anywhere from $20,000 to $65,000, which is really cool. And speaking of countries just giving people money for the sake of music, Spain is trying out this new thing that I'm super excited about. I haven't heard of something like it before, but it's a culture credit of 400 euros that they're giving to everyone who turns 18 this year. So if you turn 18, they're just going to give you 400 euros to spend on 3 different things. You have 200 up to 200 that you can spend on live stuff. So they're incentivizing in-person things. So that could be concerts, movies, museum visits, things in person. Up to 100 can be physical goods. So like buying a physical CD or an album, a book, a piece of art, and then another 100 can be spent on digital goods. So that could be a subscription to a music streaming service. It could be supporting an album on Bandcamp. It could be an ebook. It could be a lot of things. But I love that they're just funding young people finding their artistic taste. And they're also putting pressure on venues, and specifically legacy venues who market heavily at older people who have money, to attract younger audiences, because now they have money to spend. And if you can create a relationship with these people, these young people, they're potentially customers for a lifetime. I think it's really cool. And finally, someone got a drum set for their birthday, and they are very excited about it.